Hey there, welcome to another episode of Mundane Designs. I'm your host Mundane. This video is part of my Nerd series, and today we're going to be talking about collectible card games. I've played a lot of card games as part of my full spectrum nerdness, where I played anywhere from tabletop RPGs to online MMOs to League of Legends to tactical RPGs to wargaming. I mean, you name it, I've probably done it. I've even written an RPG, but it's out there on the internet. I don't know if you'll ever find it, but if you do, you'll probably call me out in the comments. So, I've done all of these things. I've had a great time with almost every single card game that I've played. And we're gonna go over some of those, and it's gonna be a blast. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys some of the games that I've explored. And yes, I started with some of the classics like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. And I tried to expand out and tried staying in Magic for a while, got out of it, tried to get back into it, and it just didn't work out for me. That is a very different game from when I started. I started playing card games in 1993, right when Magic was coming out. I had gotten a couple of unlimited cards, packs and stuff from a local hobby shop that me and my dad went to, and it was actually a lot of fun because it was something for me and my dad to do together, and it was great. Now, unfortunately, now all of my Magic cards are gone. A majority of them were being borrowed by someone, and unfortunately that person passed away. And when that happened, his wife basically sold all of his video games, which he had borrowed some video games from me as well. But sold all of his video games, and she sold all of his Magic cards, including mine, essentially to pay for his funeral and everything that was needed. And I couldn't bring myself to ask for those things back or say, hey, don't sell that, that's actually mine. I couldn't do it. I felt that even though at the time I was not really into Magic and stuff, that those items served a better purpose in helping my friend reach his final resting place. So I let them go. And then I have found a couple of other Magic cards, and I sold them to pay for some expenses that had come up. So I don't have Magic cards anymore. But I do have quite a collection of other card games. And most of these are collectible card games. Some of them I've even forgotten about completely until I rediscovered them during this video. A lot of these I'm going to hold on to. Some of these I'm probably going to try to give away. If anyone's really interested, you guys can reach out to me. And yeah, I mean, I would love for these cards to see play again. I would love for them to find a new and good home. Some of these I'm going to hold on to for nostalgic purposes. The rest of them I can probably let go. But again, just reach out to me. I mean, the worst thing I can tell you is no. But with all of that said, guys, we're going to cut to my overhead camera, where I'm just going to go over a bunch of the cards that I have and some of my thoughts on the games and how they played and stuff. So yeah, we're going to go over some of the weird card games that I've collected over my life. Let's start off with this one. This one's probably not going to be anyone that anybody recognizes. This is Zero Gear, and it's actually kind of a weird game. These are all just I think arena cards that you're seeing right now. But you score points by matching up colors and stuff and damaging each other. And it's actually like a miniatures game. And then the cards are to resolve combat. Then have another doozy, Blast from the Past. This is Marvel Overpower. I don't play this anymore. It had a short splash in the pan. You had the different types of strengths and stuff, and each character had various attacks and things that they could do. And it was an interesting game, but it just didn't have the staying power, and a lot of people figured out how to essentially break the game. So it just didn't have what it took to stay. All right, then we have this one, Animayhem. This one I collected a little bit, not as much as my friend Kevin. And I don't even think I even got to play this game. I collected it for the art. It's an amalgamation of basically all the Pioneer properties for anime that's been shoved together in a mishmash kind of anime combat game. We have another weird one. This is the Versus system by Upper Deck. If any of you guys know, Upper Deck does not really create good games. They're just not good at it for some reason. But again, just another weird superhero card game based in the Marvel universe. I think they might have tried to do DC, kind of like how Overpower did. But again, not too successful. Here's a big one. And I'll turn it sideways. This is World of Warcraft, the card game. I don't even know. Yeah, the cards are still in here. I thought it was just the box. But this is the Onyxia deck, where you're fighting Onyxia, and you're supposed to only be, like, all of these have gold borders when normal cards have black border and stuff. And yeah, you even got a very special treasure pack. And yes, I opened mine, but I did put everything back. It was the only way to get these cards, and they're all nice and foily. And of course, like all foil cards, they kind of bow up a little bit. But I mean, again, a card game that I collected, but never really got to play this one either, unfortunately. And it's just kind of been collecting dust. But I do love these boxes. And again, this is unfortunately another Upper Deck game, and they're just not, they don't have the staying power. Here's a weird one for you, the X-Files. Another game that, like, I wanted to kind of get into and wanted to play, but it never took off with my friends, to the point where I don't think we even played a single game of it. I constructed a deck or two, and that was about it. That's as far as it went. I think most people wanted to collect the X-Files cards and not play the game. Now, I only have 2 cards from Vampire, or Jihad, as most people would call it. And that's because I gave my deck away. I had a Zamish deck, and I gave it to my friend James, he's the one who organizes all of the times that we were playing Vampire on the card game and stuff. And so it just felt fitting to just give him the cards. Let's see, what else do we have? We'll just go with this one. This is my one of my dot hack enemy decks. It is quite a large deck game. Now, what was interesting about this is in the upper right-hand corner was the destiny. So when you attacked with someone, let me find a creature. So you would attack with that creature, it has a strength of 2, and then you would flip the top card off of your deck, and this would be the destiny. So 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's 5 coming across. and the person defending with like a character would have, you know, a 2, and then they would draw their destiny, and whoever got the higher number won the combat. Now, I played this game quite a bit, and I mean quite a bit, to the point where I got level up cards from being in tournaments. In fact, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 level up cards. 2 cards to spend on the level up cards. One of them is Coma, and the other one is Final Blast. And then we have the event tournament schedule. And I even went so far as to create, you know, a fake card, you know, Game Shark, for the remainder of your opponent subtracts, for the remainder of the game, your opponent subtracts 5 from his or her destiny. And the quote was, "Hey, they're using a Game Shark, no fair." And it was just kind of an amusing thing to have. And it's a great game. There was one issue where a character got released in the second base set of the game, and that character caused a lot of commotion, caused the game to be changed drastically. Some of the base rules were changed, and it destroyed a specific play style, which I wasn't too happy about. But you know, it's just a great game. I kind of wish that they had banned that character instead of made all of those other changes. Now, here's one for you: Shadow Fist. Shadow Fist is based on the game Feng Shui, and I'm probably mispronounced that, but whatever. But like, you have all of these sites, and they give you power, and you have these combatants, and there's multiple different ways of like winning this game. And the factions were just beautiful in this game, and I really liked the artwork. They still play this, but it's mainly just in an online digital format. I think like the last time that they had a tournament, a world championship, it was in Spain or something like that. And I'm not going to Spain to play an old card game that I've literally forgotten how to play. And then we have, let's see, the Seventh Sea. This was one of my favorites. This was back when the pirate hype came up, and everyone absolutely loved pirates, and it was right before the Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a beautiful game where you set up your seas, and there's actually 7 of them. And you travel from sea to sea using your ship, and the ships have different kind of things that you can do. You have your crew, and you have your captain. Some of them are villainous, some of them are not villainous. This was just a really interesting game. It was a lot of fun with me and my friends. We played the heck out of it. You could play multiple players and stuff. And one of the cool things is there was a pen and paper role-playing game for this. And one of the things you could do is you could expend points, which you got by purchasing decks and cards and stuff like that. If you saved up enough points, you could have a card tournament that would affect the story in the pen and paper role-playing game. And I thought that was just too cool. Then we have a good old favorite, Netrunner. Now let's see if there's actually Netrunner cards in here. Yep. Netrunner is it is a Wizards of the Coast game, and it's just way too much fun. So yeah, Netrunner is a lot of fun. It is a really cool game. There's multiple ways to win. You can kill each other, you can steal from each other, you can gain enough money, you can plant enough bad publicity to win. And it's a Wizards of the Coast game. This is actually the game that the guy who invented Magic wanted this game out first. But Magic won, and this came. Now, it's a really weird game because there's the corporate deck and the runner deck. And the way that you would play would be one person plays the runner, one person plays the corp. And you would try to finish everything up. And the second game that you would play against your friend or your opponent, you would swap. You would pull out your corporate deck, and they would pull out their runner deck, and you know, that way. And this game is a lot of fun. It got reincarnated essentially as Netrunner Android, and I still think that this version of the game is really a lot of fun. I don't think I want to get into the Android version of the game. And then lastly, the last card game that I still have is Super Show. Super Show is essentially a wrestling card game, and it's pretty innovative. You see the numbers in the bottom. Each deck must contain cards 1 through 30, and you know, that kind of limits on like what you can and cannot do within the game, and you can wrestle back and forth. The only issue that I ever had with this game was that my luck is streaky. And when I say streaky, I mean like I've played in role-playing games where I went 2 years without even missing a roll and succeeding at absolutely everything. And I had a moment with this game where you roll dice to see who gets to have a turn. And for those people who play a card game, having a turn is probably the most important thing within a card game. Well, I lost over 200 rolls in a row and decided that that was enough, and that my streaky luck was not going to let me have fun with this game. So I just kind of gave it up. Sometimes I miss it, but honestly, I don't think I can get past my streaky luck on this. And yeah, I mean, like, again, I have like all of these just crazy card games, you know, just all kinds of things, absolutely everywhere. Seventh Sea, I mean, like, it's absolutely nuts. But I don't regret buying any of it. I don't regret playing any of them that I actually got to play. I just kind of wish I would be able to find them a better home than just sitting in a closet kind of collecting dust. If any of you guys are interested in any of this stuff, reach out to me. I might be able to like bring some of it with me to a convention or something like that. And we'll see what we can do. But, you know, thanks for watching, guys.
And that's it for this episode of Mondane Designs. I'm your host, Mondane, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I have videos on the 1st and 15th of every month, and I look forward to sharing them with you. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.